sin 3x plus sin 6x. Sin 3x, not 3x, it was sin 2x plus sin 6x upon sin 5x minus sin 3x. Sin 5x minus sin 3x. Now, in this question, first of all, again we apply trigonometry, we apply the formulas for trigonometry sin c plus sin d. Numerator ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ sin c plus sin d. According to this, it becomes 2 sin c plus d, 2 sin c plus d upon 2 means 2x plus 6x, it will be 4x, and cos c minus d, c minus d, it becomes minus 4x, but cos of minus theta is always equal to cos theta. So, here minus 2x, we may change this into simply cos 2x, and for denominator sin c minus sin d. The formula for this is 2 cos c plus d upon 2 cos c minus sin c minus d upon 2. So, this becomes cos 2x, 2 is cancelling with limit x tends to 0, 2 is cancelling with this cos 2x, as cos of minus theta is cos theta upon cos 4x is equal to, and sin 4x upon sin x. So, to make this standard limit, I multiply with x and divide it by 4x. So, it becomes 4x ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਤਾ, 4x ਨਾਲ ਹੀ 4x ਨਾਲ ਡਿਵਾਈਡ ਕੀਤਾ, 4x ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ. ਸੋ the value of this limit is 1, because when x is 0, cos 0 is 1, and here limit x tends to 0, sin 4x upon 4x, and limit x tends to 0, x upon sin x, and again x is cancelling with x. So, we left with 1, 1. So, limit of this question is 4 when x approaches to 0. Again, question was very simple, but some trigonometry is applied. Formula of CD formula sin c plus sin d for numerator, and sin c minus sin d for denominator. If we know the formulas which are called CD formulas, we can easily do this question, because simple results, simple steps are there simply we can solve this question. And same way we may take another question. Question is like, question is limit x tends to pi by 2, limit x tends to pi by 2 secant x minus tan x, secant x minus tan x. Now, applying some simple trigonometry, limit x tends to pi by 2, 1 minus sin x upon cos x, because secant is 1 upon cos x and tan x is sin x upon cos x. Taking cos x as LCM, we will have 1 minus sin x upon cos x. Now, again limit is different from 0, it not approaches to 0. So, when limit not approaches to 0, we apply substitution method, put x is equal to pi by 2 plus h. So, here again then h tends to 0 as x tends to pi by 2. So, the question becomes very simple. Now, limit change, h tends to 0, 1 minus sin pi by 2 plus h upon cos pi by 2 plus h. Now, this will change, this will change 1 minus sin h upon cos will change to sin h, and this was sin was changed into cos h, because cos pi by 2 plus h is minus sin h, because angle goes to the second quadrant and in second quadrant cos is negative, tan is also negative, but sin and its reciprocal ratio cosecant x is negative, positive. So, for sin pi by 2 plus h in second quadrant sin is positive, but sin will change to cos because angle is pi by 2. It is odd multiple of pi by 2. When allied angle is odd multiple of pi by 2, the t ratios will change, sin will change to cos and cos will change to sin. So, again here we apply the formula, trigonometric formula. According to that formula, limit h tends to 0, it becomes 2 sin square h by 2, and for denominator negative sign we take outside, 2 sin half of angle cos half of angle. Now, 2 is cancelling with 2, is cancelling with 2 and sin h upon 2, sin h upon 2 is cancelling. So, we left with 1 sin h upon 2 cos h upon 2. It becomes minus limit h tends to 0, tan h by 2 upon h by 2, sorry, it will sin h by 2, it again only tan h upon 2, simply tan h upon 2. Now value of this when h approaches to 0, minus 0, so answer will be 0, because minus 0 is again 0. So in this way, when x is not approaches to 0, we apply substitution method to make the standard limit as h tends to 0. Again apply some trigonometry, simple trigonometry, because trigonometric functions are there. Naturally we have to apply some trigonometric results, some trigonometric formulae and some trigonometric relations to form in the standard forms, to convert them into the standard results. तो ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸਬਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਲਿਮਿਟ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਦੋ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਲਿਮਿਟਸ ਹੈ, ਫਸਟ one is limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x equal to 1, and second limit x tends to 0 tan x upon x is equal to 1. ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਲਿਮਿਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇਸ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਲਿਮਿਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਕਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਗਿਵਨ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਗਿਵਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਲਿਮਿਟ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਫਾਰਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ sin x upon x ਜਾਂ tan x upon x ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਵੈਸੇ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ cos x limit x tends to 0 upon x, its again value is 1. This value is otherwise 1 because x 0, then we apply this type of result. We apply this because it become indeterminate form. When we take cos x upon x, it becomes indeterminate form. So we always try to convert the trigonometrical limits into sin x upon x and tan x upon x. Okay, thank you.